Hi guys, welcome to the program Blockchain Live. We actually had an exciting event tonight and at the 20 Queen Street. Yep, in Collective Campus, and tonight was a full house at the first time event here that's been running in Melbourne for Konkrete Blockchain. I'm here with a special guest with us tonight, and his name is Qian. He's going to share with us. Qian, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thanks, Cam. Great to be
here. Now, before we go any further, tell us our viewers a little bit about your background.
Sure. So I'm one of the co-founders of Collective Campus, who has this space here. We're a corporate accelerator, so we work with enterprise companies on their corporate innovation strategy. And as part of that, we run accelerator programs where we partner the domain expertise of large organizations with the speed and agility of startups. So this year we actually ran 2 accelerator programs, one with Village Roadshow, the company that has all of the cinemas in Australia as well as the theme parks up in the Gold Coast, and we incubated 10 VR and AR startups with them. But also, we also did Australia's first property tech accelerator program with Charter Hall.
Yep.
So they're a big Sydney-based property group. They've got around 25 billion under management. And as part of that process, we incubated a really promising team that Maresh, who you guys saw earlier, was the founder of, Estate Baron. And that's how we ultimately started to work on Konkrete together.
Okay, now in terms of technology, the world is changing fast, and so are technologies. I understand back in the internet boom, and it boom and bust, and now it's been mature, and now we're moving to the 4th revolution. Blockchain is the industry. So where is blockchain going? And I come across blockchain in Bitcoin in 2009. So when did you come across Bitcoin, and where is it going now?
Yeah, so I actually read about Bitcoin probably around the same time as well.
Really? Wow.
And at the point I was like, this is kind of industry, but it was kind of above my pay grade. I didn't really understand.
Same, yeah.
A few years later, a friend of mine was like, hey, we should buy some. And I got close. I remember just the other day finding an email thread that I sent to my brother-in-law, and it was like, check out this Bitcoin thing.
Yeah.
It's like $50. We should buy some. And a few emails later, I was like, oh, this is too hard. I have to give some random on the internet, $100 or something, and have no guarantees that I'll have the money. So I've been kicking myself ever since, obviously. But through that process, and I think it was more recently that I discovered the real power behind Bitcoin, which is blockchain and distributed technology. And since then, we've had a lot of startups here. So CoinJar used to work out of our space, so they're one of the biggest wallets in Australia. Currently, we've got Horizon State, who works here as well, which is democratization of voting on the blockchain. So they did an ICO, I think, a couple of years ago, one of the first in Australia. So we've kind of always surrounded ourselves by blockchain startups, and this is the first one we're actively working on.
Okay, so going to Konkrete Blockchain, the real estate industry has a big problem right now, and this is the solution that can have a lot of investors out there, a lot of construction industry that can change this. When did you guys come up with blockchain, Konkrete Blockchain, and what are you looking for?
Absolutely. So I guess it's an extension in many ways of Maresh's existing business, Estate Baron. So he's been working in property crowdfunding for development projects for around 4 years now, and he's put through a lot of money in terms of development projects. But where the real opportunity of blockchain is getting that mass distribution, right? You suddenly have a global audience of people that have cryptocurrency, and then finding a way for them to participate in tangible assets such as real estate. That's where we think the ultimate opportunity is.
Okay, so Konkrete Blockchain, here you're based here in Melbourne, local and compliance, and also registered here. You've got a great team. In terms of collaboration with teams, how important is for Konkrete Blockchain? I understand that you've got Maresh, you've got a few other here that are great teamwork, and it's great for business, it's great for building a lot of mums and dads there, trust and community trust.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, like all good companies, we think the make or break is with the team. You need diverse skill sets, and where people excel at certain things, you need other people to fill the gaps. So we've got a great management team at Konkrete, which is obviously made up between the team at Collective Campus
Yep.
and the team at Estate Baron. Plus, we've surrounded ourselves with some great advisors from Cornwall Stoddart, which is one of the big law firms in Melbourne, big developers, people in the blockchain space, just to give us that, advisory to sort of make sure that we're covering all of our bases and making sure that we're doing everything correctly.
Okay, there you go, mums and dads. So if you're watching this and if you want to share that across to all your family and friends, especially viewers that are businesses that are all investors that wants to get involved in the blockchain industry and they want to get into the real estate, they want to actually speak to the guys here. They're real people. They've got a strong team, and also they have the right, the right connection that make Konkrete blockchain take off a lot faster. So if you want to get involved, mums and dads, how do they get involved in this process?
Yeah,
where are you at now and where we're going?
So right now we've got a lot of information on our site, so that's Konkrete.io. There we go. And you can email us directly at info@konkrete.io. That'll come to myself and Maresh. We look through every single email. We respond to them. And if you're in Melbourne, we're just in Melbourne CBD. So
right here,
check us out.
I've been there this morning. It was great, amazing. Open atmosphere, open office. Okay, so finally, now a lot of people are on social media, and I think mum and dad, especially people young and old, also wants to know you. What for me are the most active is on Facebook because I love it, and YouTube probably number 2 because I follow the top 5 most visited website in the world. First one is Google, of course. Second one is YouTube. It's going to be Facebook soon. Facebook's number 3, and then you got Baidu, which is in China. Number 1 Google, and then I think the 5th one is Yahoo. They're moving up there now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they are. So for me, I focus more on Facebook because I use it a lot for blockchain live and a few other businesses that I do. I use it mainly for business. What is your most active social media and why?
For me personally?
For you personally, or you use on a daily basis for business?
Sure. I'd say LinkedIn actually.
Cool. There you go, guys. LinkedIn.
For Collective Campus, it's been a really powerful tool to connect to the right people. We release a lot of content on there as well around corporate innovation in particular, and just being able to find relevant people because everyone puts what they do up on their profiles. You can segment people based on their industry and those kinds of things. So LinkedIn is where I spend most of my time.
Hey, you know what? I'm not that active on LinkedIn, but I checked it once a week, and now I think I've got over 7,000 followers or something like that. So I've got to start active on LinkedIn now. So all right, thanks so much for being on the show today, Sean, and we hope to catch up again. This is just the basic short interview with Sean tonight, and I think we're running out of time, so we're going to come back and find out details about Konkrete blockchain on with Sean and his team. Thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate it, Ken. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Don't forget to click on the link below. We're going to add a link here so that you can actually click on to the concreteblockchain.io, and it'll take you straight to their website and get the white paper and learn a bit more about what Konkrete blockchain can do for you. Okay, bye for now. See you back next time.